I need help. I'm in sad shape. My normal doctor is out of town, so I was hoping I could come to you, so you can give me some advice.
Of course. Now what seems to be on your mind?
I feel depressed. I know I should be happy, but I'm not.
Happy about what?
Well, it's my new movie. It's the first movie I've had in 30 years, and already people are saying that it's blah. And we worked really hard on it. I guess I just can't do anything right.
Well, now, don't sell yourself so short. I mean, some people just didn't grow up watching you, or even appreciate your sense of storytelling. Yeah, the movie was no Oscar star-studded masterpiece by any means. But then again, none of your movies really were.
So I've always been so plain and slow, huh?
Well, yeah, but that's the charm of it. You and the rest of your friends have always had a laid-back yet thoughtful pace to everything you do. But you've all become so timeless and have become a staple of American culture that even though you might not be the most thrilling piece of media, you're still remembered and you're still the best you can be. Does that make any sense, Charlie Brown?
Maybe if I change my image.
Oh, good grief, this kid is hopeless.
One of those stars is my star, and I know that my star will always be there for me. Like a comforting voice saying, "Don't give up, kid."
Salam and good evening to you, worthy friends. Let's talk a little bit about the Peanuts. No, not those peanuts. I'm talking about Charlie Brown peanuts. Ever since the 1950s, Charlie Brown and his crew have been gracing newspapers from across the nation, and are still on there to this day. And since then have come out with several TV specials, several TV shows, and a few movies. And I'm gonna say this right now because I'm gonna be gushing throughout this whole review. I love Charlie Brown. I grew up with Charlie Brown. And he's just such a relatable character to me because most of the time I feel like I can't do anything right. So when I heard that they were gonna make a new Peanuts movie, naturally I was a little skeptical because you know how Hollywood likes to bastardize our childhoods and make them into profitable mush. But when I saw that first teaser trailer, the animation looked superb. Like the perfect blend of 2D and 3D animation. It was a love send. So with that much being said, let's take a look at the Peanuts movie. So the movie naturally begins with Snoopy. Yeah, Snoopy, not Charlie Brown. Snoopy, because Snoopy's the best character in the whole of Peanuts. Yeah, he is. Don't lie to yourselves, he is. But then we get to see Charlie Brown, who constantly wants to try and make himself better. But then he finds out that a new girl has moved in, the little red-haired girl, the girl he's always crushing on. So Charlie Brown spends the entire movie trying to make himself better and not so much of a failure. And honestly, that's pretty much the whole plot. There's not much else to say about the plot. It's just Charlie Brown trying to make himself better to impress a little red-haired girl. But you know what? That's pretty much all it takes. I mean, if you look at the other Charlie Brown movies and specials, there's not a lot of plot to them. But, of course, that's the charm of it. It's just kids doing kid stuff. And, of course, in the movie, you got all the favorite Peanuts characters there. You got Lucy, Linus, Schroeder, Pigpen, Woodstock, Peppermint Patty, Marcy. They're all there. All the Peanuts characters you could possibly imagine are in this movie. And that is awesome. And let's not forget everyone's favorite beagle, Snoopy, who actually inherits the subplot of this movie involving him and the Red Baron. So, what did Roshi think of this movie? This movie is like a breath of fresh air for your childhood. I mean, if you loved the Peanuts growing up, you will definitely love this movie. Heck, even if you don't, still watch it. It's a good movie with lots of heart and lots of laughs. Plus, the animation is gorgeous. If you go to see this movie for anything, have it be at least the animation. I mean, can you believe this is from the people who made Ice Age and Rio? By the way, Blue Sky, stop making Ice Age. Seriously, the first one was good enough, but that's it. No more Ice Age, no more Ice Age, no more Ice Age. This movie's got a lot of character and a lot of passion put into it. And Charlie Brown is just such a likable character in this movie. You want to see him succeed. You want to see him progress. But it's hard knowing that you can't even fly a kite or kick a football or anything like that. But you still egg Charlie Brown on to keep going. And that's what I like about Charlie Brown. He never gives up. No matter how many times he loses, no matter how many times he fails, he never gives up. That poor kid. So I highly recommend this movie to all you children's movies fans and all you animation fans as well. And if you have kids of your own, take them to go see this movie. I'm sure they will like it, because there is definitely some moments in here that the kids will laugh at, especially with Snoopy. And the only last thing I can say about this movie is, you did it, Charlie Brown. You did it. So Charlie, after my analysis, how do you feel?
Good grief, I still don't get it. If what you said is true about Hollywood profiting off of adults' childhood media, what makes this movie any different? I just don't understand what my movie is all about. Isn't there anyone who knows what my movie is all about?
Sure, Charlie Brown. I can tell you what your movie is all about. Lights, please. Childhood is a very fleeting time. When you're young, you have no idea that you're going through it. And in doing so, it passes you by quicker than light. Every moment in our lives, whether it be bad or good, is stapled into our being and continues to do so until we die. So even something as simple as watching a cartoon after a bad day at school, or seeing a wonderful Christmas special for the first time, as trivial as these things may sound, they matter to us because they create those great memories that we look back and say to ourselves, man, I remember when I used to snuggle on the couch and there Charlie Brown was along with Snoopy trying to figure out what Christmas really means. Hollywood is under the misconception that just because we remember these forms of media, it automatically will make them a box office hit. But that's not true in most cases. What they think will become a box office smash, which people will gladly throw their money at, becomes nothing more than soulless interpretations of great stories and characters. Whether you like Transformers, Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, Goosebumps, or even Smurfs, you don't remember the CGI pandering that they all deliver to you. You remember when you first popped yourself in front of the TV, seeing all these characters having great adventures. Like I said, it may seem trivial to some people, but to a lot of people, these stories and characters define who we are as people. Now, I'm not saying we worship these shows and movies, but we do count on those great memories to make us appreciate the precious childhood that we had. And even as an adult, I still look back and remember Charlie Brown fondly, and I will continue to do so until I flash my key card at the pearly gates. This movie didn't feel like a soulless interpretation. It felt like a love letter to one of the most beloved childhood icons in history, by people who obviously had the great memory of knowing these relatable and beloved characters. So yes, remakes of old TV shows and video games will come and go, and some of them may be good, some of them terrible. But they can never replace that childlike wonder and innocence we had so long ago when watching these shows. So enjoy your memories of childhood. Remember them fondly. Don't make them the center of your life, but rather a friendly reminder of who you used to be and what you can do to be better in the future. And those of you still going through childhood, absorb all you can and live it to the fullest before it becomes a distant beacon constantly trying to shine its way through your brain cavity. This movie did what very little remakes these days actually do. Make me feel like I was a kid again. It may be just a kid's show to some of you, but to me, it's a precious memory, and I will always cherish it. And hopefully it'll be the same for the little kids who see this movie and make their own precious memories. And that's what your movie is all about, Charlie Brown. Roshi gives this movie a 9 out of 10. Thank you all for watching my latest reel review. I hope you enjoy it and... What? Oh no. No, this can't be right. I already did Jurassic World. I'm done with dinosaurs for this year. Hey, Spot, I think we took a wrong turn. Oh. Huh. Well, this dinosaur actually kind of looks good. Next time, the good dinosaur.